It's about 25 minutes.
Off the drop.
Right in his make range.
It's pretty clean, guys. There's a little bit of grass around it, but the fact that he's straight back into the wind, he can fight something underneath that branch and really spin it. It's pretty clean, guys. There's a little bit of grass around it. The fact that he's straight back into the wind, he can fight something underneath that branch and really spin it.
He wasn't able to quite spin it as much as he wanted to, mainly because of that tree that was overhanging. He was worried about it upshooting a little bit.
So he'll walk up. We remind you, coverage of the Valero Texas Open continues tomorrow. Golf Channel, Golf Central pregame at 3:30 Eastern. Live action at 4 o'clock Eastern. Tom George's bet 18 pole position this year, a share of 11th at Cognizant. Right now, a share of 4th. Francesco Molinari, a moment ago at 7. Continues tomorrow. Golf Channel, Golf Central pregame at 3:30. Come on, man.
We've seen some great shots on par 3s today.
18 coming back to the clubhouse and the resort. To that wind, flags up top. The last hour or so certainly has blown harder than we felt it all day.
Keegan will be first to putt here from that lower tier. That ball looked like it was going to try and hang up there, but just U-turned at the last second and came back here. Very slow up that tier. Then it looks like it wants to move where he's standing right now, wants to move to his left.
Tell you what, Woody, the captain of the United States Ryder Cup team, he has fought tooth and nail in this round.
He has, no question about it. He doesn't know any other way to play. I mean, it doesn't matter what the situation is. He gives it his all.
He's almost lost 2 strokes on the green today putting, has struggled to hit fairways, and has found it still to be under par in today's round. Really impressive grind.
This would be some kind of birdie.
There's a little bit of left in this putt.
Not quite done yet. It is his makeup, and no doubt it'll translate. Whether it's a win or not, it'll translate to the Ryder Cup, leading the way. All right, the amateur James, this is second at 14.
And that looks to be just maybe only a 7 or a 6 iron. Ben James has tons of talent, obviously hits it very far.
Kick.
That's a good spot. He can putt that, he can chip it. Have a really good opportunity to make a 3.
Hideki next here at 18.
And not to sound like a broken record, but out of this low area, up the hill, into the grain, and into the wind. I mean, it's just another one of those where you have to tell yourself, release it.
For Hideki's bunker game, that's actually a pretty poor shot for him with his standards.
It wasn't a tough bunker shot. It was long, but he looks like he kind of scooped it a little bit, Smiley.
Hey, let's see if he can get it there. He did, just a little bit of a misread towards the end. Be a disappointing 5 for Hideki to finish his round, assuming he makes his putt.
Not quite the day he was looking for.
Definitely not. Has really kind of struggled a little bit off the tee this season.
Back at 16. Novak's got it going. We saw the last. This to get it to 5.
Kurt Byram just said it on the 15th hole. This guy just continues to find himself near the top of the lead week in and week out this year.
3 in a row. His 4th on the back 9.
And this is a golf course that should suit his game too. Hits it long, good iron player. All about the putter for Andrew.
All right. See the distance, almost 18 feet away for Spieth.
Smiley, I've loved his routine on this back nine. Very quick to decide and go.
Just uses his eyes, kind of bounces around. Had that line rolling end over end, but still a really nice start to this tournament for Jordan Spieth.
Yep. Top four. So 67 for Spieth, 4 off the lead of Sam Ryder. 2021 champ here at the Valero Texas Open. Jordan. Aim point for Keegan. Hard fought, never given in. Held it together. Some bumps on that opening 9. An eagle as well. Chipped in a couple of times. 1 under 71 for the Ryder Cup captain. On a look at this leaderboard, Sam Ryder 63, so he's brilliant today with the putter. Try to keep that going. Keith Mitchell had the lead for most of the day, and Brian Harman will see him in his second round after a 66 today. Coming up next on Golf Channel, it's the LPGA and the T-Mobile Match Play presented by MGM Rewards. And we're back tomorrow for the second round of this Valero Texas Open. Golf Channel with Golf Central pregame at 3:30 Eastern Time. And live action coming your way at 4 o'clock Eastern. Until then, for our entire crew, I'm Terry Gannon saying so long for now from the Valero Texas Open. See you tomorrow.
NBC Sports and the LPGA Tour proudly present the season-long race to the CME Globe. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's live Day 2 coverage of the T-Mobile Match Play presented by MGM Rewards. For the 5th year, the LPGA and the world's best in women's golf have come here to Shadow Creek, about 20 minutes north of the famed Vegas Strip, for the T-Mobile Match Play presented by MGM Rewards. Just a spectacular setting, one of the toughest courses these players will play all year, major championships included. It's in, once again, pristine condition. We've got the world's best here. Number 1 in the world, Nelly Korda, on the course at the moment. Lydia Ko and Gino Titicun have just won their matches here on Day 2. Grant Boone, Karen Stupples out on the golf course. Tom Abbott and Kate Cockrell. And Tom is going to describe one of the toughest shots you can have here at Shadow Creek. It's Madeline Sagstrom's 3rd from behind the 15th, Tom.
Yeah, she's going to have to hit this really high, maybe pitch it in the rough to get it to stop, which is exactly what she's trying to do. And even then, without hitting the flag, which it came close to doing, is just going to run away. I mean, I think that was probably a couple of feet too long. I know it's going to run 30, 40 feet past the flag, but if she'd have pitched that a couple of feet shorter, it may have just got a softer bounce in the rough.
This is Shadow Creek, Karen, isn't it?
The margins are that small.
They are, and it was just impossible. I mean, if you get too delicate with it and you end up leaving it in the rough, you're still faced with a downhill shot again. I mean, it's just not the place to leave it.
Sagstrom in control of that match with Minjee Lee with a chance to get a hole back. So this is how it looks. Nelly Korda tied her match with Brittany Altamare yesterday, world number 1 and defending champ, tied with Jennifer Kupcho at the moment. Ariage Tongarn won her match yesterday, up big here. So if Aria wins, Nelly would need at least half a point to stay alive in group play to get to the weekend. There's the big win from Lydia Ko. Gino Titicun 2-1. She's 2-0. The Aussie Steph Kiriakou got a little match play experience in the Hanwha Life Plus International Crown last couple of years ago. She's 2-0. Charlie Hull holed out her second shot at that tough 15th a moment ago. She leads Ash Buhai. And Celine Boutier is 2-1.
Yeah, as you'd expect from Celine. I mean, she's a very feisty competitor when it comes to match play.
Lucy Lee with a 4-3 victory here. You see the concession? Rose Zhang yesterday tied her match with Natalia Guseva, who told Kay Cockrell afterwards that she was experiencing some neck pain. So Rose conceded her match today after about 3 holes. She is still mathematically alive to make it to the weekend if she can play tomorrow and win. Sackstrom, long par putted 15.
Yeah, just trying to two-putt this. I just come close to holding it. So
Oh, my goodness.
she was thinking about it. Yeah, so that's going to be a 5. Minjee still has to hold her putt for a 4 to win the hole to get back to 2 down. So Sackstrom still very much in control of this match and could be 3 up with 3 to play if Minjee doesn't make this putt.
Charlie Hull to win the hole and win the match. So she's in the par, playing Asheville High. Here's what we can tell you today. You can be eliminated today here on day 2 of group play. You can't wrap up a spot in the weekend today, but you can go a long way toward securing that spot. If you can go 2-0 today. Minjee won her match yesterday, as did Sackstrom, and this is a putt to get to 2 down with 3 to play.
Yeah, I was talking to Kay Cockrell's research man, Danny Dan, and he was telling me that she's been outside of top 130 in strokes gained putting the last 2 years. This year she's second, and it didn't work there. She's putted so much better this year, Grant, but a couple of missed putts from a similar length on this back 9 is going to cost Minjee.
So Sackstrom 3 up with 3 to go as we welcome you here to Shadow Creek for day 2 of the T-Mobile Match Play presented by MGM Rewards. And Karen, we have already seen today the nature of match play and what can happen from day to day. Lydia Ko playing Hira Naveed. You think, okay, this is going to be an easy win for Lydia on Wednesday, right? No. Hira Naveed wins 6-4. But what does the world number 3 do? The Hall of Fame member, she comes back and wins handily today, 6-5.
Well, and this is why the LPGA have the tournament set up in this fashion with pool play, so that you can have your stars have an opportunity to kind of get into the flow of things and hopefully advance through and keep their position in the championship. That being said, you know, anything can happen still at this stage. Everybody is still in the ballgame. There's a couple of players that have kind of played their way out of it, but in general, it's going to be a fun day of golf to watch. And so far today, this golf course is yielding a few more birdies that we saw yesterday. The conditions are better.
Fun day to play, fun day to watch on one of the hardest courses you'll ever see. And trying to hang in this match with Charlie Hull. So the major champ at Muirfield back in 2022 will live to see the 18th. Both won their matches yesterday. And Ash with a chance for a half point. Carlota Saganda taking on the Aussie Hira Naveed, and this is a par putt to win the hole. That's 2 in a row for the Spaniard. Solheim Cup stalwart. And she flips a deficit into a lead and hustles to the 14th. This is the par 4 11th. Drivable today, and you've got a couple of the world's best here, Jin Young Ko and Leona Maguire, both of whom coming off losses, and Kay Cockrell is now watching this match, and Leona in control.
4 up through 9 holes, and then they both tied the 10th with pars. Leona teeing up on the left-hand side, aiming for the front left part of the green. This group had about close to a 10-minute wait on the tee as the group ahead had trouble executing their shots.
This is the German Esther Hinseleit, 1 up on the American Alexa Pano, playing the par 5 16th. Hinseleit with a beauty to 15 to win the hole, and that outstanding approach at 16, a chance to really take control of that match. Jin Young Ko missed the cut last week in Phoenix, lost her match yesterday, and really in trouble here.
trying to take this up the left-hand side as well. Kind of pulled it a little bit. Looked like it bounded through up into the rough.
Did. She has a little bit of green to use, but because it rolled on so much, it'll be a bit of the downhill.
From Nellis Air Force Base not far away, high above Shadow Creek as Day 2 coverage continues. Today's coverage is brought to you by MGM Rewards. Earn on what you love. Visit mgmrewards.com for details. And by CME Group, where risk meets opportunity.
Las Vegas, Nevada, where champions are crowned, where the unexpected happens, where PBR hosts the team's championship, where fire, passion, and competition converge on 3 nights of intense competition, and where the champion is anyone's guess. PBR Camping World Team Series Championship. Get your tickets now, October 24th through the 26th, T-Mobile Arena.
Opportunities can be hard to find, like catching lightning in a bottle. In uncertain times, it's tempting to retreat or simply wait and see. At CME Group, we empower those who act. We deliver tools to help manage risk and capture opportunities in every market call, across every major asset class, to seize each possibility at precisely the right moment. CME Group, opportunity is everywhere.
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
Bank of America supports everyone determined to find out what's possible in golf and in life. What would you like your power to do? Bank of America.
Golf Channel's exclusive coverage of the LPGA Tour is presented by Volunteers of America, helping those who need it most for over 125 years.
On behalf of the whole T-Mobile team and our partners at MGM Resorts International and the LPGA Tour, thanks so much for tuning in this week to T-Mobile Match Play, presented by MGM Rewards. We're thrilled to be back at Shadow Creek and to be celebrating 75 amazing years of the LPGA Tour. And we're proud to support the incredible field of women competing in this year's tournament and to support our customers through unique ticket offers and on-site experiences. A special shout out to our T-Mobile sponsored athletes, Nelly Korda and Brooke Henderson, both of whom are competing at Shadow Creek this week. Looking ahead, we're excited to support the KPMG Women's PGA Championship in June with real-time scoring, enhanced fan benefits, and more live broadcast views. T-Mobile is honored to be a champion of women's golf now and for future generations. Thanks again, and enjoy the rest of T-Mobile Match Play presented by MGM Rewards.
A big thanks to T-Mobile and to MGM Rewards for giving these great players an amazing stage. Second shot, par for 11th, Jin Young Ko.
Chipping out of the rough, out of a side hill, downhill lie.
Hard to believe we're closing in on 2 years since Jin Young Ko's last LPGA victory.
Injury has really kind of held her back a bit, and I think she's still struggling to come back from that.
Patty Tabatanikin closes out Jasmine Suwanapura, her countrywoman from Thailand. And Patty T, really in a must-win situation, gets the victory. Jasmine is eliminated. Back to the second at the par 11 for Leona.
Yeah, This is a really deep bunker shot. Not much green to work with.
Yeah, Leona could have stood on her shoulders and still not seen over the lip of that bunker. It is a deep one.
Esther Henselite won the 15th against Alexa Pano. She got this to win the 16th. So it was a 3-up lead for Pano as they went to the 12th hole. But since then, 5 straight holes won for Henselite, who made her Solheim Cup debut for Europe last September. Birdie putt for Jin Young Ko at 11. Really needs to see one drop.
Like that.
All right, so a birdie putt coming up for Leona to tie the hole. She has really been let down by her body over the last few years. Even with injury, she's still found ways to win, but it has caught up with her here in the last 24 months or so. She's had some chances, but working hard here just to stay alive. McGuire to tie the hole. So Jin Young gets one back.
You make compensations. So if you're injured, you make compensations within your golf swing just to keep playing, just to keep going. And eventually those compensations can run into some bad habits. So then you have to spend time coming in and out of those bad habits. And I think this is where we see Jin Young Ko right now. She's had flashes of some good stuff out there, but not consistently.
To the 16th, and Min Ji Lee has to win these last 3 holes for a half point. It's promising.
It's a pretty good start.
2 great swings. It's going to drift on. It's going to keep going.
Oh, that's cruel. It deserved better than that.
Well, it's been a nice run for Minji and Minwoo. They each have U.S. junior titles. They're the only brother-sister pairs to win on the PGA and LPGA Tour besides these 2, Kathy and Billy Kratzer. These are our colleagues, Billy and Jim Gallagher and Jackie. And then Minwoo last week with a win in Houston.
It's a pretty impressive win, too. I mean, but you couldn't, even though they're brother and sister, you couldn't get more different people, really. Minji is very analytical. She's very straight down the line. Minwoo's a lot more flair. I mean, he's a chef.
Let's go.
You know.
And he's a Vegas resident. We may see him tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we might just let him come in the booth and let him cook. All right, here is Sackstrom. A tie on any of these next 3 holes gives her the match. Second shot.
I'm hoping that he dishes the dirt on Minji. There has to be something there. Because she's so perfect otherwise. You know, there has to be something. Too much chocolate, something.
She would have him sworn to secrecy. All right, off the win at 11, Jin Young at the 12th.
And she has the tee for a rare couple of times in this match.
So Kay, you and Karen, both great match play players. Do you recall off the top of your head your biggest comeback within a match from a deficit? 3, 4 holes, something like that, maybe?
Okay.
I think the most I ever came back from was a couple down.
Okay.
And thankfully, when I won both my U.S. Amateur Championships, I never trailed.
It's really hard to come back from anything 3 or more. I can't remember exact numbers, but if you let it get to 2 down, you know you've got your work cut out for you. If you go to 3 down, my goodness, you better find a little something on the back 9. But you have to make it happen. Or your opponent, the wheels have to fall off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
tough.
Yeah.
Sagstrom third at 16.
Yeah, this bunker is just so far below the level of the putting green. Just trying to get it. She got too cute with it. She didn't quite. You could see her peeking up there to try and see where the ball had gone. Shows you how deep it is, and still not quite sure that that's not on the green. So thought it might have been good there, Karen. The margins, as we said earlier, just so precise.
This golf course really highlights that, and that's why I think players enjoy playing this course in match play format. Stroke play, this is insanely difficult for the LPGA, but in terms of match play, it's fun because each hole gives the players so many options and opportunities.
Charlie Hull one up on Ashley Buhai, second at the 18th. A straight-legged follow-through there.
No, it's just because the lie was so awkward, like really on an upslope.
Third shot for Minjee at the 16th. Handy. Not in, but that'll be for birdie, and Saxton will have a birdie attempt from off the green.
Yeah, remember, Minjee needs to win this hole, so she's giving us a good chance there. And Saxton has been chipping pretty well today, so should we fancy chipping it in?
Back to the 18th, and Ash Buhai trying to scratch out half a point here against Charlie. No playoffs today.
She has a flatter ball flight than Charlie.
Should come back.
Yeah, again, using that slope. Giving herself a chance.
Great chance to get half a point. Now, if players are tied within their group in points at the end of day 3, then there will be playoff to see who will advance. First, Saxstrom, just to close out the match.
Yeah, she'll fancy it. It just got a bit too much pace. And now I think it'll be Minjee to go next to win the hole. And suddenly the sun has kind of disappeared and some dark clouds are looming, which is very unusual in Vegas. We've had strange weather the first couple of days.
I get to ask you a question that you don't ask me, Tom. Do you have your rain gear with you?
You know what? I actually do have some rain pants, some rain trousers with me.
Perfect.
I'm optimistic it's not going to quite hit us, but it's quite dark up above. There was a threat actually earlier of some thunderstorms in the valley. And as one of our volunteers schooled us earlier today, just because it says it's going to rain in the valley doesn't mean it's going to rain exactly where you are. It's a pretty large expanse, and it can be raining and miserable in one part and sunny in another.
And as we've seen, Tom, Shadow Creek is unlike any place in Vegas, and it has a bit of its own microclimate. So what it's doing in the rest of Vegas may be what it's doing in Shadow Creek. So we'll see if the rain holds off. This is Minjee for birdie to stay alive.
Yeah, she's got to get this putter working. It's failed her a few times on this back nine. This needs to go in. And it doesn't. That's just... I don't know what's going on there, Karen. She's putted well this year, but not in this back nine today.
No, I think she thinks a lot about stuff. I think sometimes it's just a question of overthinking it for her. You know, it's trying to figure out what's causing it. I mean, you know that in her mind right now, it's like, what am I doing wrong? Is it the line? Is it the reads? Is it my stroke? What's happening?
Saxstrom can close out that match first to go to 12 in Leona.
A cold breeze has freshened, hurting from the left. That's a 6 hybrid.
This is warm for County Cavan, Ireland, though, Karen.
It is. But there's no rain, so that's good.
True.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 feet here. Minjee looking on, and she, I think, believes it's over, but she's going to see Madeline close it out.
I'd be surprised if she missed. Madeline's usually pretty good from that distance, has a lot of confidence, and that's a good win for Madeline Saxstrom. Has a lot of experience in the Solheim Cup. Minjee's been playing well this year. That's always going to be a tough game for Saxstrom, so she's done well today.
Yeah, she's 2-0 now. Minjee will play Patty Tavatanaka tomorrow. And they'll need some help from Jasmine Sawanapura if either Minjee or Patty are to get out of this group. Jin Young Ko won the 11th. Here she is at 12.
And that's an 8-iron. Struck really nicely. Maybe a little too much. It's very difficult to hold the back part of that green.
And it's over the back. All right, Ash Buhai is tight for birdie. This is a par putt for Charlie Hall. Must make, and then she needs some help. No, I think that's it. It's going to be conceded, and this has been a terrific match. Buhai fought back from 2 down with 3 to play to get half a point. That could really come in handy tomorrow when it's all said and done in Group 3. The other match in this group, Esther Hinselite and Alexa Pano. Big miss from Hinselite. All right, so off they go to the 18th, and we go down to Tom Abbott.
Yeah, alongside Madeline Sackstrom, who beats the top seed in her group today. Nice win for you. Coming in against a player that was obviously in form, top-class player. What's the mindset for you? What's the strategy coming in?
Well, I think neither of us had our A game today, so I think it's match play. You have a whole different mindset. You don't have to technically score out here, so take advantage of the chances you get. I putted much better today than I did yesterday, so that was good. Didn't hit it as good, but it's when she was missing a little bit, I tried to not miss too much either. So it's a whole different mindset with match play.
How much of a grind is this golf course?
It's a big grind. I'm happy that we're not scoring this year, to be honest. It's such a good golf course, though. It's perfect for the format we're playing. It's so much fun. Every hole is a test. When the wind changes, it's a test. So it's so good. It's so much fun.
Well, you have your mother here with you this week. Go enjoy the evening with her, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, man.
Thank you so much.
Sackstrom never trailed in that win. Here's Jin Young's third at 12.
Nice little chip there. Just what was needed.
Leona will have a putt now live here at the 12th to win the hole and go back up 4.
And suddenly, though, Jin Young Ko is showing some prowess on either of these greens. Beautiful 6 hybrid that Leona got to sit down. Oh, goodness. She really misread that. And then I think pulled it on top of the misread. So that is certainly not a gimme.
No. And when you misread a putt like that, it kind of really messes with your head for the next one, because you're like, if I can misread one like that, I better work hard on this one.
Was that a combo of misread and mishit? Or was it mostly just the read?
Yes.
Oh,
I think it was a combo.
Okay. Looked like it from
It's
here.
very important, Karen, to have a short memory at this point. Just hit the erase button and then focus on this putt at hand. And match play allows you to do that really well. It allows you to forget the shots you've already hit, because the only thing that really matters is this shot right now. And this is now to tie the hole. Oh, wow. My goodness, that was a massive gift to Jin Young. And now Leona's lost 2 holes in a row.
Well, if you're Jin Young, you're like, thank you very much. Happy birthday, Christmas, and New Year.
Wow. So Jin Young creeping back into it.
To be at your most elite, you need to play an iron with elite speed and elite feel. with elite dispersion that combines an ultra-fast speed frame with a revolutionary AI 10X face. The future of iron performance is elite in every way. Play elite with Callaway.
Want the effects of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis. But Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old school pills. Plus, tadalafil, the active ingredient in Cialis, stays in your system for long-lasting results. We got you. Connect with a medical provider at ro.co/sparks.
It's that time of year again. Crisp air, fresh fairways. Golf is back. Introducing the Azalea Collection from Roback. Performance polos, Q-zips, and hoodies. Built for comfort, made to move. Check out our latest drop at roback.com.
I mean, this is me. Like, this is me with visor on.
Like every vacation now?
This is the hardest one they've ever asked me. Hi, I'm Kai. Oh, damn.
Yeah, exactly.
Try a whoopie pie. Oh, it's for me! I thought it was for you!
Well, you're prepared for anything playing and watching match play, but that was a bit of a shocker. Jin Young Ko over the green at 12. Leona Maguire putting for birdie, but a 3-putt from Leona, an up and down from Jin Young, and the player who's been #1 more weeks than anyone in the history of the Rolex rankings, Jin Young Ko, is alive and kicking as she tees it up here 2 down at the 13th.
And certainly when you look at a player like Jin Young, even if she goes through a spell where she's not playing that great, you know, at any moment she can turn it on.
This hour of Top Tracer technology is presented by Progressive Insurance.
Again, trying to land this front yardage, 165. And that coming up short left, might get a decent kick down to the right.
Needed one more hop, Karen, I think.
It's pretty close.
Well, if you're looking just strictly at seedings, here were the biggest upsets yesterday. Here Navid, the last player to get into the field. She beat Lydia Ko's seed number 62 over 3. So 4 in the top 10 lost. And then you add to that, Karen, #1 in the world, #1 seed Nelly Korda tied her match with Brittany Altamari. You just never know.
No, match play. It's like you've got players that going out there, especially in the first round, with nothing to lose. You know, they're not expected to win. They can play pretty freely, whereas the high-ranked players all have expectations placed on them.
Leona